Man, this is frustrating. It's taken me like 5 minutes just to load my homepage.
Did you try Control-Alt-Delete?
Uh-huh.
Did you jiggle the cord?
Uh-huh.
Did you turn it on and off again?
Uh-huh.
Call Arizona Computer Guru. Don't let viruses get you down. With our Guru Protection Service, we'll keep you virus-free. In fact, if you were to get a virus, we would fix it for free. Speak to a technician right now at 304-8300 or at azcomputerguru.com.
Computer running slow? Has your machine somehow acquired a life of its own?
It's alive!
Or do you simply desire a deeper and more meaningful connection? Be one with your operating system. It's Arizona's computer guru, Mike Swanson, and his show starts now. Listen in, chat in, and watch live streaming at gurushow.com. Want your voice to be heard? Call in with your questions and riddles. The number is 520-790-2040. This is the Computer Guru Show on AM 1030, KVOI, The Voice.
Hello and welcome to the Computer Guru Show. My name is Mike, here to deal with your technology needs and treat you like a real person in the process, because that's what we do, with the exception of hippie foo-foo over there.
That's extremely helpful.
All right, then. So give us a call, 790-2040, if you want to be part of the show. 790-2040. And, yeah, guess what we're doing?
Grand opening.
Guess.
Wait, I'm supposed to guess?
Yeah.
But I already...
Tara, guess.
Ordering pizza.
Kat, your turn.
But I already know what we're doing.
What are we doing?
I pass.
Sitting... Yeah, that.
You what? What
Podcast.
Podcast? What? We are broadcasting live from the new location for Computer Guru, 64 North Harrison. We're at Broadway in Harrison. I doubt you can miss the large sign and the balloons. And people are showing up. It's cool. There's food.
There is food.
There's people.
There are people.
There's all of the employees, most of them.
Most of them.
Most of them. I'd say a great majority of Computer Guru is here. In fact, Fort Lowell right now is closed because everybody's here. So if you want to get your computer looked at, if you want to win some prizes that we're going to be giving away a little bit later.
Or if you're hungry.
If you want to just check out the new digs.
They are nice digs.
You will come over to 64 North Harrison.
Can you say it right?
Wow.
64 North Harrison. Ermagerd.
Yeah.
Burks.
Do it now.
Ermagerd.
Oh, man.
Guys, I'm sorry. He's super excited.
And so we're supposed to have this new spot that's running, and Kent can't find it.
Is
And
it,
see,
a,
you know, and
is it a
I
rotator,
approved
Mike?
it. What's that?
Is it a rotator?
I don't know. I recorded the last week, and Chris said it was good to go.
If it's a rotator, I wouldn't necessarily see it, so I'll keep an eye out for it.
We'll have to find it. Somebody call Chris.
Okay.
And yeah, it's we're gonna have some fun down here. So come down and see us. And in the meantime, we're gonna talk about tech news, things in the news. Now, like I said, if you'd like to call, if you'd like to ask your question, you can. Although we encourage you to come down and ask your question in person. We'll even let you saddle up to a mic. Saddle up.
Yes,
And
we have little handy forms, questionnaire thingamabobbers that you can just fill out, write down your question.
Right.
We'll say your name on the air, all that jazz. It's
She
super
got
fun.
really southern ever since the beginning of the show.
You know what?
She said she watched Fried Green Tomatoes, so
Oh, interesting.
it's a good movie.
It's a great movie. I love that movie.
All right. Well, 790-2040 if you want to ask a question on the phone. But otherwise, drive your butts down here, and we will help you out. So what's the first thing on the list today?
Well, y'all.
Are we talking about the Ashley Madison thing?
Yeah, we're talking about the Ashley Madison
Okay, I
thing.
will let you start with the Ashley Madison thing because I'm going to take it somewhere else immediately after.
Okay.
So begin.
Well, you know what? That actually makes sense because Ashley Madison is pretty much just all men talking about it anyways, because it turns out that all of the ladies' accounts on Ashley Madison were fake.
All right, so let's go ahead and give a little background for those who may not know. And it turns out there's only 3 zip codes, count them 3, in North America that did not have Ashley Madison accounts. All right, so Ashley Madison was a site that was put together by Avid Life Media that was designed specifically for people to have affairs with other married people.
Yep. Their motto was, "Life's short, have an affair."
Right. So there was a group of people that were upset about this, but not necessarily because of the moral implications of the users. They were more upset about that Ashley Madison offered a paid delete yourself service. All right, they say, well, if you want to be completely removed from our site, you can give us like $25 or something like that. It wasn't much. It's like, give us $25, we will remove your content entirely, as though you were never here. And the hackers found out that that wasn't necessarily the case, that they were taking the money and that they weren't deleting people's content or their data. And so they decided, well, they gave an ultimatum. They said, we did a data dump, we have all of your information. If you don't take your site down, and there was another one as well, if you don't take your site down within X amount of days, we're going to dump this information on the internet. And Ashley Madison was just like, well, bring it. And they did.
Yeah, it was a dumb move.
So now there's a bunch of information out there. In fact, there's a bunch of sites where you can go and find out whether or not, someone you know may be listed in there by their email address.
That someone you know will probably be a guy because, as we found out this week, everyone on Ashley Madison is a dude.
Maybe not everyone, but 99%.
There was a high percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
They actually had it set up. It looks like they had fake lady accounts set up. Some of them were run by admins, and some of them were designed to make basically men go back and forth with each other, but they thought they were talking to a woman.
Right. Well, basically, there was 5.5 million purported female users, but only 1,500 had ever checked their email. 1,500 out of 5.5 million, and 2,400 had only had used the chat. That's it.
Yep.
That is it. So it's less of men having online affairs and more of them living out fantasy, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess that sort of speaks to some fundamental differences between how men and women behave, right?
It really does.
So there's a certain amount of, of course. Is that me?
Yeah.
Am I making noise?
Yep.
Are you ever not?
Oh my word. It's way over
Ultimately,
there.
ultimately, it was me, Mike.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Kent, turn off your phone.
Typical.
Yeah, there's some fundamental differences in the way that men and women behave, and this very much illustrates it. I mean, it's a great opportunity to get some data on failed relationships.
It kind of is.
So, but here's my thing, because there's a lot of people that are upset about the privacy issue, right? As far as, who is ultimately responsible for making sure that data is safe. And yes, of course, AvidLife or Ashley Madison has a responsibility to make sure that their network is safe and that your data, which you've given to them, is not going to be leaked to the outside world. So they do have some culpability here when it comes to the data dumps. They were the ones that needed to say, hey, guess what? Your stuff is safe, but here's where I think it is. Right? Rob wrote a great article the other day on Guru Show that was talking about his opinion on, there needs to be stronger regulations to make sure that those who have your information are being responsible with it and making sure that it's safe. And how do you set that standard? How do you say, well, this data is safe, right? And how safe does it need to be before you can actually say that? Just like with broadband and DSL, how fast does your internet have to be before you can call it broadband? So there's some similarity there in Rob's example. And to a certain extent, I agree. I think that, sure, it's a great idea that there be some type of minimum standards. And the minimum standards for me is SSL connections on every website. Make sure that you have a valid SSL connection. And two-step authentication for everything. So two-factor authentication. So you have to authenticate. You put in your password, it sends you a text message. You put in that text or whatever to get in. Much like the stronger settings on Google and some other sites as well. Two-factor authentication. Your bank does it. All right. If it doesn't recognize the device that you're connecting from, it says, "Hey, we don't recognize this device," and then there's a second-factor authentication. And I think that they all need to be that way. But the most importantly to me is I think that there should be no digital records at all anywhere that outlive 2 years.
I disagree completely.
All right, let's hear it.
I completely disagree. I mean, are you talking about criminal records too? Are you talking, like, how many records are you talking about? Because everything's digital now.
Yeah, everything. All right, so as long
Okay.
as things are active, right? Let's say you're on probation or something.
Uh-huh.
All right, so if you're on probation or parole, or you're an employee, or any of these things, as long as that is an active thing that's happening, right? You live in one space for 6 years, right? They have your data as long as you're a part of that system. So if you're on probation, they have your data as long as you're on probation plus 2 years. As long as you're living somewhere, they have all that information plus 2 years. Now, I think there can be one exception for dangerous crimes, right? Where violent or dangerous crimes where you've harmed another person, either physically or some type of not good thing, right? And that can be kept longer, but I think that it should not be digital anymore. It should be archival. You put it on paper. It should be analog at that point. You get rid of it.
No.
All right, justification. If you're going to say no, you have to come up with why.
Buildings burn down. Like, have you ever seen, like, any horror movie ever? They're, like, trying to get the records on the old haunted hospital, but, oh no, the records burned down in that fire in 1935.
And
Well,
then
you
the
know
lady
what?
trips, and then they get caught by the monster.
Exactly.
And I'll-
It's all because archival records always get destroyed in a fire in 1935.
Well, it turns out that we're not going to run across 1935 again. And if records are destroyed, that's a darn shame. And that's really all there is to it. I don't
No.
think that there should be any way that things can be held against you or used against you or leaked to be used against you at all.
I think that this is coming from, like, your perspective, which is just
What is safer?
I think that you just don't want your speeding tickets to come back to haunt you.
Speeding
And
tickets only last 3 years anyway, so that's not a big deal. What I'm saying is that there shouldn't be any information anywhere that's digital that is older than 2 years. It's the safest thing that you can do.
I just disagree.
Because
I
right-
think maybe that's a valid idea for some things, but not everything.
So let's talk about the Milnet thing, right? Where you had 40 million people's identifications or identifiable information
Yeah.
leaked to the outside world. And why? Right? Because somebody was keeping that data in an insecure network. And if it was no longer digital, if it had gone analog at that point, you put it in Iron Mountain, right? Which is, there's no fires in Iron Mountain. That's why it exists. If you put that there, then this would not have happened. There wouldn't be an identity crisis. There wouldn't be identity thefts happening nearly as often as they do now if the information that most people get for identity theft is old information, if they had just taken it offline.
I'm not saying that it's not, like, a good idea for some things. I'm just saying that for a lot of things, it's not a good idea. What I'm saying is that your idea is bad.
I'm thinking that you were wrong, and we'll let the people vote. They can give us a call at 790-2040, and they will find out now. We can find out what they want to say. But first, we have to talk about Perfection Auto Works because we're going to take a break, and then we have a phone call, I think. So, Perfection Auto Works. I was trying to get a hold of Mike this morning to have him come down here because this is a great way for him to meet our listeners. And if you want a chance to meet Mike down at Perfection Auto Works, you can give him a call, or you can go down there and see them. Tara,
Yeah.
give me a phone number.
It's 520-323-8650.
They're not open today, but they will be on Monday, and you can go down there and check them out or listen to their commercial that's going to play next. We'll be right back.
Whether you're dealing with hardware installation or, heaven forbid, a virus, Mike Swanson is answering all your questions one by one. So call in or chat in with yours. The website, gurushow.com. Tune in, click in, and kick back. This is the Computer Guru Show on AM 1030 KVOY The Voice.
Mr. Wayne, Mayor Rothschild says the city is under attack. Fire up the Batmobile, Robin.
Holy slant six, Batman. I think the rocket's toast. And I think the Joker left a noisemaker in the trunk.
Pop the trunk, Robin.
Holy Pelosi, Batman. It's Steve Kozachik.
Now, how did they fit him in there with the bicycle? No time for that now. Grab the bat phone and call Perfection Auto Works 323-8650. Mike, we need a new jetpack.
This is Mike Emery with Perfection Auto Works. Chevy, Volvo, Batmobile, it's all the same to us. Call 323-8650, 323-8650 for your free 26-point inspection. With any service performed, get a free high-tech LED flashlight. 323-8650, 323-8650, perfectionautoworks.com.
Man, this is frustrating. It's taken me like 5 minutes just to load my homepage.
Did you try Control-Alt-Delete?
Uh-huh.
Did you jiggle the cord?
Uh-huh.
Did you turn it on and off again?
Uh-huh.
Call Arizona Computer Guru. Don't let viruses get you down. With our Guru Protection Service, we'll keep you virus-free. In fact, if you were to get a virus, we would fix it for free. Speak to a technician right now at 304-8300 or at azcomputerguru.com.
It's time for another Gray Line Wake Up Tucson trip to Rocky Point, Mexico with bilingual guide Bob. Our luxury Gray Line motor coach will leave Tucson at 9 a.m. Friday for the Hotel Penasco del Sol Beach Resort. We'll spend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night there. On Sunday, our bus will take us to the Old Port for an afternoon of dining, sightseeing, curio shopping, and yes, buying fish to take home. So bring your coolers and dust off your passports. Plan to spend the weekend on the beach with us in Rocky Point. Join us the weekend of September 18th.
This is The Dana Show.
Stop calling it healthcare. You don't go to the doctor, I don't go to the doctor to have our limbs ripped off and have them sold. That's not healthcare. Stop calling it that. Ooh, here, pro tip for you. If you go to a yard sale of a Planned Parenthood staffer, don't buy a pie dish. That's pro tip, hashtag pro tip. There you go.
The Dana Show. Weeknights 8 to 11 on AM 1030 KVOI, The Voice.
Sergeant R.J. Anderson's dream was to take to the skies.
I've always wanted to be a soldier, but my ultimate goal was to be a pilot. I think I was meant to fly. I had just applied to be a part of the 160th SOAR Regiment, and I was going to airborne school that next Monday. So I decided to go on a motorcycle ride with my buddies. We were going through a turn, and that's all I remember. That's the day everything changed. I was told by the doctor that I would never walk again. Thanks to Paralyzed Veterans of America, competing in adaptive sports lit my fire again. They help you transition for the rest of your life to that individual that you want to be. Sports like hand cycling really pushes you to find who you are in that redefining moment after injury. With PVA Sports, I've found my freedom. Now when I think about my future, the possibilities are endless.
For more information, visit pva.org, a public service of Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Mike Swanson, your computer guru, is just a click away. Listen and watch at gurushow.com. This is the Computer Guru Show.
Close the door, Kat. There you go. All right. Welcome back to the Computer Guru Show. Kat has been evicted to go be social.
So that the pros can come in.
That's right. So we got Rob. Rob decided to come in.
Decided. It was totally my decision.
Well, you had a choice.
There's always a choice.
That's right. I didn't make it so that you didn't have a choice, but although I did say...
You made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
I said, Rob, come in here and do your job.
And I was like, isn't it Saturday, Mike?
Yes, it is. And you should come down here and see us down here at 64 North Harrison if you're out there on this lovely Saturday.
Yeah, we're at the glorious new Computer Guru Eastside location.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Eastside Guru is best guru.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. It's nice. I like it.
It is kind of nice. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this light box I have on the wall here.
X-ray machine?
Yeah.
There's an X-ray viewing station thingamabob.
Well, didn't this used to be...
It was a chiropractor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Get some X-rays of electronics.
Yeah, I'm thinking of an X-ray computer instead.
That's a good idea, like a motherboard. Yeah. Would that work? I don't know. I don't know how X-rays work. Magnets.
Magnets. So, by the way, yes, Kent, things are sounding better over here. I appreciate it.
Great.
Here's what we're going to be talking about for this particular segment. We're going to talk about some SEO stuff.
Yeah.
Because people need it.
They do.
They need it bad. All right, and You know what I think we should do is if we had better reach, and maybe we can work on this, is that I'd like people to submit ugly websites, local ugly websites.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like call people out and be mean, but at the same time, there are some pretty atrocious looking websites out there.
We could do something like an award, right? Like those
best of the worst.
Yeah, best of the worst type award. Yeah, like a Razzie Award. Yeah. Right, your website is terrible. First place.
You know the Space Jam website is still up?
I don't want to hear it.
From like 1998. That's a great website.
So SEO. Helps if I can talk. SEO stuff.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, I think we need to tell people what it is.
Well, SEO is search engine optimization, and the basic idea of it is getting your website to show up better on search engines like Google.
Right, and it's an art, right? It is not one of those things that there's not a formula that fits everything.
No, I mean it can be maddening at times, but you know that's what we're for, is figuring all that stuff out and navigating it for you.
Right. So one of the reasons that we talk about this, and actually one of the reasons that we do it, is because there's a lot of voodoo going on out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are doing bad SEO, and you know to the end user the results might seem the same, but the way that they're doing it is just wrong.
Right, and expensive.
And aggravating.
So, as an example, there are some places that you can go to where they will happily charge you in excess of $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
To bring your ranking up, and they do for the most part, sort of, but it could be done for a lot less cash.
And in a way that doesn't eventually get you banned from Google.
Right, and in a way that is legitimately organic.
Yeah, like, I mean, I think at this point probably everybody has been to a website, and in the comments section, it's like, great article, check out my website, and then there's a link, you know, that is somebody's little SEO method it's the most prevalent SEO method right now is link spamming. And it works to some extent because it's just overpowering the Google algorithm, but Google doesn't like to be overpowered.
Right. So here's what we're going to do, is if you have any questions about website stuff, right, anything that we can help you with, you can come down here and talk to Rob, or you can give us a call, 790-2040. We're going to talk to Steve real quick and see what Steve wants to talk about. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Or did Steve fall asleep?
You're on the air, Steve.
I guess Steve's not there.
Hello.
Okay. Steve's not here?
Man, Steve, come on.
Maybe Steve's driving down here to see us.
You're
at
killing
Broadway
us,
and
Steve.
Harrison.
You're killing
Steve's
us.
not there, man.
I love Pete the Thief. I gotta watch that movie again. All right, so the reason it was important for me to bring this stuff up is because we see a lot of that voodoo, right? We'll have people call in and say, or come into the shop and say, well, so and so is charging this much. How come you're charging so much less? You must not be as good, and that's not the case. It's just like this with Computer Guru as a whole. We charge less because we can.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, we could charge just as much as the other guys, and we get the same amount of business that we do anyway. But we want to be nice to people because the methods that we're using are actually effective, and it doesn't. I mean, we're doing more and charging less is what it really comes down to.
Maybe we should just charge more.
Yeah, maybe we should invest in some of those auto spamming programs.
Yeah, I think I'll just charge more. No, we're not going to charge more. If you want some help with making sure that your website is being ranked the way it's supposed to be, then we will help you with that. And that's the important distinction, right? We're going to get you ranked the way you're supposed to be ranked, meaning that we're going to help you get the content together. We're going to have legitimate, real ways of doing things that Google's going to smile upon, and Bing and Yahoo and all of those.
That's actually, that's what I really try to impart on people, is that we take what I've dubbed the content first approach, which means that rather than even worrying about spamming your website across 10,000 other websites first, we're going to make sure that for the links that we do get you that are real links, not just spam, that the people who go to your website have real content to look at when they get there. That's to Google. That's the most important part.
Right. They're very much concerned with relevancy to search.
Yeah. That's what it really. That's the whole algorithm summed up. Is that as your site needs to be the most relevant to the keyword that the person was searching.
Absolutely. So if you have any information or that you'd like to share, or if you have any questions that you'd like to ask Rob, come down and see us 64 North Harrison, or give us a call 790-2040. Or, of course, you can always visit us at the shop. The main shop is 510 East Fort Lowell, or the new one here, 64 North Harrison. Give us a call, 304-8300. And Steve's back. Let's try Steve again. Hey, Steve, are you there?
Hi, guys. It must have been an evil gremlin that I mean, anyway, my question, is there any reason why a sane person would have any Adobe product on their computer?
Yes.
Reader.
Photoshop.
Right.
Oh, okay. Adobe Reader, but not Acrobat or Air Reader?
All right, let's put it this way. Anything that you pay for outside of Adobe Reader, I would not put on your computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, because I check and I've got Acrobat and Air Reader.
You have Acrobat, Reader, and Air.
You know, it occurs to me that I don't even remember what Acrobat does anymore.
It's PDF viewing.
Just viewing?
Viewing.
Just drag it into Chrome.
Do I need that then to view PDF?
It makes it a lot easier. So Reader's fine. Air you don't need. You can get rid of.
Okay.
And I don't like any of the free products with the exception of Reader. That's it.
Okay, Reader. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thanks for the call, Steve.
Bye.
All right, let's go ahead and take a break, and this is gonna be a bit of a longer break, but when we come back, more of the Computer Guru Show and your phone calls at 790-2040. Thanks.
Your computer guru, Mike Swanson, is here to help you tame that beast of a machine. Join the chat right now at gurushow.com or call in. This is the Computer Guru Show on KVOY, The Voice.
The cloud of dust and the hearty Hi-Yo Silver.
Looks like they got us surrounded, Tonto.
What you mean we, white man?
Where you going, Tonto?
I'm late for my casino board meeting. Good thing I got free 26-point inspection from Perfection Auto Works.
This is Mike Emery at Perfection Auto Works, and we won't abandon you. We've been your car's Kimosabi since 1994. Just make an appointment for your automotive repair needs at 323-8650. Brakes, engine work, full restoration, or just a simple oil change. We specialize in Porsche, Audi, Volkswagen, Volvo, Saab, and even your mom's Toyota. Give us a call or check out our cool website at perfectionautoworks.com.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Costa, host of the Costa Report, every Saturday at 11 p.m. Did you know that 1 out of 10 Americans will be diagnosed with what is considered to be a rare disease, and that it could take up to 3-8 years to diagnose that disease? Find out how my next guest, Jared Heyman, is using the internet to cut that time to less than 3 months. Don't miss Jared Heyman, right here on AM 1030 KVOI, The Voice.
Hammer Time. Hammer Time is a program dedicated to helping you have a healthier, more comfortable, livable house, living space, and workspace. Get your questions answered about remodeling, construction, paint, electrical, plumbing, air conditioning, property rental and management, and anything that gives you a better house, building, work, or play space. It's Hammer Time, Sundays 2 to 3 right after Law Review Radio, right before the Desert Garden Show. Hammer Time.
The Desert Garden Show.
Jim, are you there?
Yes, I am. I was watching Antiques Roadshow the other night, and they had a piece of antique furniture made out of froze wood.
Ira?
Hi, I was watching the Antique Roadshow the other day. They had some artwork in mesquite.
Hey, Phil, I was watching Antique
Mike, go ahead.
Hey, I was watching TV on the Antique Roadshow, and I saw this really, really cool advertisement.
Expert Talk Saturday morning at 7 and Sunday afternoon at 3 on AM 1030 KVOI. The Voice. Law Review Radio, hosted by Ron Zach, a Tucson attorney focusing on estate planning and elder issues.
Hi, it's Hugh Hewitt. I'm a con law professor by morning, an environmental species litigator by afternoon, and a talk show host in the evening. Ron, you stick to wills and trusts and elder issues, and I'll stick to fighting off the EPA.
Hi, this is Ronald Zach from Law Review Radio. We welcome your calls and your participation, or just sit back and listen.
Law Review Radio, Sunday afternoon on KVOI, The Voice. The Eric Metaxas Show.
When it's the President of the United States, I mean, actually, look, I had the honor of speaking in front of him, and I
I felt the same kind of freedom because you think, you know what? It's the president, and on some level, who cares? You're the president. Like, you're going to be on money someday or on bridges or whatever. So, like, if you don't like it, tough luck. You can't get offended. It's not that I wanted to offend him, but I thought, if I'm joking around.
Yeah. Well, he's also a human being that probably appreciates it.
Weeknights at 11 on AM 1030 KVOI, Tucson's intelligent voice. Emil Franzi and Friends have the inside track.
Lawrence McQuillan, Senior Fellow and Director of the Center on Entrepreneurial Innovation. The issue, lessons on how to resolve America's public pension crisis.
The debt has gotten so large, $4.7 billion, that I could see people going to Washington, D.C. and saying, we need another bailout. And that's the last thing we need is more money being printed, more inflation down the road, and, encourages fiscal irresponsibility in the future.
Saturday from 1 to 4 on KVOI.
For America's wounded warriors, coming home can sometimes be a battle in itself. Making the transition back to civilian life or active duty with a traumatic injury can be the challenge of a lifetime. The USO provides every American a way to support our wounded warriors and their families through every phase of their medical treatment and rehabilitation. It's how all of us, as a community, can give something back to our heroes. It's how we can say thank you and assure them that their sacrifice is recognized and appreciated by every one of us. Join us. Visit USO.org to learn how you can make a difference in the lives of our wounded warriors and their families. The USO.
Mike Swanson, your computer guru, is just a click away. Listen and watch at GuruShow.com. This is the Computer Guru Show on KVOI, The Voice.
Am I supposed to be on the air and stuff right now?
Yes, Mr. Guru.
Oh, man. Come down to see us 64 North Harrison. We're at Broadway and Harrison today. We're doing another 25 minutes of the show. But the party is going to be going until around 2. Kent, you going to come down and see us?
Yes, I can do that. I'll be in that area.
Right Yay! On. So Kent... Get here and close that door for a second. So Kent is, as you know, the board op producer for the Computer Guru Show right now. But there's a voice that I think that everybody should probably hear, which is, we have a guest that showed up, that just sort of unexpectedly showed up. Here, come over here and share this microphone with me.
Hello, my friends.
We're hot. So that is Tony, who ran the show over at the other unnamed station.
The other unnamed, yes.
For close to 3 years, 2 years.
Yeah, just about.
So that's kind of fun, see Tony here. It's like the old Guru Show.
Exactly. I had to come and support, say hi, see what's going on.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for coming in. So if you want to come down here and meet a part of the old Guru Show, you can come down here and talk to Tony. I don't know how long you stick around.
I'll be here for a little while.
Okay. So, come on down and see us. 64 North Harrison. We're at Broadway in Harrison. We're going to be giving away stuff.
Nice.
There's some specials, right? So if you bring your computer in, like today, things are super cheap. Super cheap. Like absurdly, insanely cheap. So, if you want to come down here and see us, you can. You get a chance to meet everybody. Nearly all of the employees are here. Nearly. Yeah, most everybody showed up. There's, the new receptionist over at Fort Lowell, she said that she had to go to her mom's wedding, and I said, couldn't she just go to the next one? And I don't think she understood my sense of humor on that, but whatever.
Long story short, we're accepting applications right now.
Nice. All right, 790-2040 if you want to be part of the show. Give us a call. Give me your, I'll plug you in over here so you can hear stuff. All right, hold on. You got to plug Tony in. There you go. Hopefully you can hear stuff.
I hear it now.
All right. So yeah, we got a lot going on down here. There's people that are very much willing to talk with you about whatever technology problems you're having, just like that happens on the show right here. But there's like live face-to-face stuff. There's food.
Food is good.
There's people outside the window
making faces.
Making faces.
That's
That's right.
parade.
We're having way too much fun.
All right. So what's next on the list here?
Oh, there's a whole lot on the list. How about the Pirate Bay founder?
What about him?
He was released from jail.
Okay, didn't they drop all the charges?
Well, he served his sentence, but then he was immediately rearrested.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Because it turns out he didn't fulfill his sentence in Sweden. He still had like 2 or 3 weeks to go.
Oh, so
he's got to go serve a couple more weeks in Sweden.
A couple more weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
poor little guy.
Poor
and then
David.
we've been talking about Google a lot. And I have a lot of Google stuff too, because
Okay.
I was trying to avoid it. I really tried to avoid talking about only Google, but that's pretty much all that's in tech news right now. You'll be happy.
Google's fun to say anyways.
Google.
Google.
Google Chrome will block auto-playing flash ads from September 1st.
I can so dig it.
Yeah. Google's self-driving cars are really confused by hipster bicyclists and their fixies. I guess it met a guy on a fixie bicycle at a four-way intersection, and the way you keep a fixie going, you don't actually stop and put your foot on the ground. You just kind of move back and forth, and because of that small amount of movement, the Google car would go a little bit and then stop, and then go a little bit and stop. It didn't know what to do, so they're kind of confused.
Awesome. We may want to explain what a fixie is, because that's
I have no idea
It is
what a
a
fixie
fixed
is.
gear bicycle.
It's what hipsters ride.
Oh well.
If I had a bicycle, it would be a fixie.
There should be some sort of programming that just runs over hipsters in the Google car.
You're funny.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
And then Google is rolling out some personalized storm tracking information in their search results now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that if you're trying to look up radar or something like that, which I do because, I was weather for 10 years. So if you're looking for weather stuff, you can actually go to Google and it'll show you all of the information that you need to know, any type of warnings, watches, or advisories or anything like that.
Nice. All right, that's cool.
Yep, pretty trippy. YouTube is going to change. Did you hear about that?
No. Oh, well, I know that they're decoupling from Google Plus.
They are also going to go to a subscription-based type model.
No, I think that's in addition to.
Yes, they have the
They're
free,
offering
but
an
there's a
ad-free
paywall.
experience.
Exactly, and then there's certain videos that are going to be paywalled.
Well, yeah, the authors. Now, I heard about this on the Hello Internet podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're interested in an interesting podcast, it's sort of like the Seinfeld podcast because they just talk about nothing. And but it's both of these guys are sort of big time YouTubers,
Mm-hmm.
and they were talking about the subscription wall where the content creators get a choice. They get to say, well, I want my video to be behind the paywall or not. And so it's interesting. I'm going to see how YouTube plays that out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty interested to see what they do with that, but I doubt that they're going to take away the humongous ad revenue that they get from the free the free videos that are out there, because believe me, somebody else will spring up in their place if they decide to take all of the free content away. And that won't work. That just won't work.
And then the last Googlish thing that I have is
Googly?
Googly.
It's a googly thing.
They're bringing MapMaker to more countries, and they have filed a patent to track potholes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So they'll be able to track where potholes are.
They should get them on Grant Road. That's what I'm saying.
It'll be a
crash
giant-
if they put it on Grant
I
Road.
know. Big giant red dot on top of Tucson.
That's right, because
This is a pothole. Tucson is a pothole.
it's a hole, all right.
Hey now.
Wow.
Oh,
Dare
just kidding.
you.
Just kidding. Love you, Tucson.
How dare you say that about my fair city?
Hey ho.
Hey, phrasing. Anyway, nice. All right, so come down here and see us. Can we squeeze another quick break in here, Kent? We're gonna, because we
Yes,
gotta
we
go
can.
meet people. So we're gonna squeeze another quick one in here, and then we'll be right back with more of the Computer Guru Show. Give us a call, 790-2040. We'll be right back.
Whether you're dealing with hardware installation or, heaven forbid, a virus,
No!
Mike Swanson is answering all your questions one by one. So call in or chat in with yours. The website, gurushow.com. Tune in, click in, and kick back. This is the Computer Guru Show on AM 1030 KVOY The Voice.
Man, this is frustrating. It's taken me like 5 minutes just to load my homepage.
Did you try Control-Alt-Delete?
Uh-huh.
Did you jiggle the cord?
Uh-huh.
Did you turn it on and off again?
Uh-huh.
Call Arizona Computer Guru. Don't let viruses get you down. With our Guru Protection Service, we'll keep you virus-free. In fact, if you were to get a virus, we would fix it for free. Speak to a technician right now at 304-8300 or at azcomputerguru.com.
When we last left our hero, the Lone Ranger was pinned down in an ambush. And Tonto had abandoned his friend.
Kimosabe, look like you could use lift.
Would have rode out myself, but Silver came up lame.
I can fix that, Ranger. Here.
Many thanks, citizen, but who are you?
Perfection Auto Works.
Hi-yo, Porsche away!
From 1 horsepower to 500, Perfection Auto Works can straighten out your maintenance issues. But of course, it's always better to get a free 26-point inspection. Call 323-8650. That's 323-8650 and perfectionautoworks.com.
Your technology guru, Mike Swanson, is answering all your questions one by one.
Yes, science!
So chime in with yours. The website is gurushow.com. Tune in, click in, and kick back. This is the Computer Guru Show.
Hey, what do you know? We're back on the air. See what happens? We're all having fun. We're doing our thing here. Yeah, go ahead, closer to it. I'm sorry, Kent. I apologize. Dude, we're out there just meeting people, saying hello. I think you can hear us. Kent, can you hear us?
I can hear you, Mike.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're actually on here. All right, so Sean McCluskey decided to show up. Come over here, Kent. Or Sean, you're gonna have to.
Well, you can't miss a grand opening.
No, you got to show up for the grand opening.
Exactly.
So, yeah, come on down here, say hello to everyone, because I know that you have quite the following on this station a little bit.
I hope I do, at least. Doug lets me go on and talk about anything I want politically. I get my own show starting November 2nd, so make sure you tune in then. It'll be from 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. But if you're on the east side, stop by Broadway and Harrison in the northeast corner.
Yeah, it's in the Albertson Shopping Center. And you can't miss a sign.
Just go to Buffalo Wild Wings and see the big sign in the grand opening. You can't miss it.
Buffalo Wild Wings, I think, should be paying me for advertising, because that's what we tell everybody. Right next to Buffalo Wild Wings, you can find it. So,
great location too.
Oh, well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's I like it, and I think it's gonna help a lot towards global domination, which is the ultimate plan, of course.
Every business owner's dream.
That's right. Well, at least North America. Yeah, I'm okay with North America. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing
What?
at all. Nothing at all.
All right, Tara, what's next?
All right. So 3D cameras plan to save monuments from the IS threat.
What?
Did you hear about that? Well, okay, you heard the news about that archaeologist that was killed by ISIS, right?
I vaguely remember something about that.
Yeah,
yes.
he wouldn't give up a location of a certain monument. So what they're doing now is they're using 3D cameras to take pictures of different relics and ancient ruins and try to rebuild them if they are attacked by ISIS.
He was an 86-year-old man who was doing nothing but guarding what he believed spiritually and what he believed was right. And he just stood up for it and said, I'm not going to let you destroy this. And then they killed him, and then they destroyed it anyhow.
Yeah. So now they're using the 3D cameras to try to...
This brings up an interesting, is it chicken or the egg sort of thing, where do you just take pictures of them or do you stop them from destroying them? But, it's kind of a different show. But that is interesting, at least that they're mapping them, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool because, I mean, even without the threat of ISIS, there's the threat of a natural disaster or any number of things. So it's nice that, we have that.
They're historical to the region, so they mean a lot more to the people who are indigenous to the region.
Absolutely.
But it'd be like going to see the monuments in Greece, or to go see some of the East Coast or the ancient ruins of any of the ancient tribes that we have here in South USA.
Well, look at the we have a replica of the Vietnam Wall that travels around the country, so that even if you never get over to DC to see it, you can still visit the replica, which is almost as good. And that's pretty cool, I think.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that.
Now, what does that do for things like, there's something to be said for the natural order of things, like, there are monuments that have been destroyed and or have had the weather take their toll, like the Sphinx, and they're as popular because of that weather, because of the age, because of the way they have deteriorated. So if something does get destroyed or damaged in some way, isn't there some type of authenticity to leaving it damaged and saying, well, this is what it used to look like, but here it is now?
Sure, but it's nice to have that photo backup to where you can show, hey, 80 years ago it looked like this, now weather's taking its toll, it looks current.
Okay.
Like, here's what the Sphinx statue looked like before it got rhinoplasty.
Yeah, before we gave it an update, right?
Yup.
All right, Tara.
Okay, have you heard about Coin?
No.
Have you heard about it, Kat?
Yeah, no.
No. Okay, well, Coin is a smart card. It is a smart credit card that you use one card for all different kinds of transactions. You can change accounts on the fly. They had succeeded with their Kickstarter. Things weren't going right. Anyway, they now have a second gen smart card, and everybody who paid in for the first gen gets the upgrade for free because they had messed up the first one. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's a card you can use as a debit or credit card, and then you can switch your accounts.
That is cool.
So if you're at the store and you happen to know that you don't have $25 in this account, but you do in that account, you can switch over to the other account and use the same card.
That is so nifty. And look at it. It's
that is
like
pretty fancy.
It's all black and sleek, and I want one.
You know what else is black and sleek?
Tell me.
Do you have a 4K TV?
A what now?
No.
4K TV?
No.
Do you have a 4K TV?
I don't even have 4K TV.
How about 8K?
You?
No 4K.
No, and no, not 8K either. 8K.
8K technology. Japan is backing it up. Next gen 8K technology, and they're doing it for the 2020 Olympic Games.
But the 4K TVs are just coming out.
Right.
And you're not seeing any providers.
And nobody has the bandwidth to
Yeah, they're not
support it.
providing enough to display what it's supposed to display, but now you're going up to an 8K.
Correct.
How are
It's
you going
Japan.
to feed that? What are you going to feed it with, though?
It's
The souls
Anime.
of
They're going to feed it with anime.
Yeah, the souls of children. That's what you feed it with. Oh man, that is too much.
Oh my God! Look at it.
But when does Comcast, DirecTV, and Netflix all step up to provide
As soon
the
as
service?
Google Fiber comes into the neighborhood.
What's the estimated install on that, please?
Well, I don't know. For Tucson, we don't know.
That's the future's problem. Okay, let's
But they're-
focus on the
they're-
now.
We're the second largest city in Phoenix. We can't have Google Wire.
Second largest city in
Or
Phoenix.
Arizona, excuse me.
Listen, we don't need you
Yeah, that's
linking us to.
There's over a
those
million
fellas
people
up
here.
there.
There should certainly be. They're
Google
going
Wire.
into Tempe now. From what I understand, and I heard, and I don't know how true this is that they approached Tucson, and it was shot down by the city council. Just so you know.
Yeah.
That hurts my heart. It doesn't surprise me, though, knowing our city council. There's an election coming up November 3rd. If you would like to change it, you can.
Right. So also you can come down here and see us, Broadway in Harrison. Sean McCluskey's here. So, and also, if you need a place to live, he'll help you rent one or buy one. All right. Computer Guru Show. We'll be right back.
Whether you're dealing with hardware installation or, heaven forbid, a virus,
No!
Mike Swanson is answering all your questions one by one. So call in or chat in with yours. The website, gurushow.com. Tune in, click in, and kick back. This is the Computer Guru Show on AM 1030 KVOY The Voice.
Law Review Radio, a program about danger, suspense, legal issues, and the ties which bind them.
Hi, this is attorney Ronald Zach from Law Review Radio. We're a radio show that talks about anything touched by the law.
It's all right. That's in every contract. That's what they call a sanity clause. You can't fool me. There ain't no sanity clause.
Sunday afternoon on KVOI, The Voice.
Hi, this is Joe Dreyfus. Join me here on KVOI for my show, The Visit, Sundays, 5 to 6 p.m., and we'll discuss Arizona history and the issues of the great outdoors. Be sure to tune in every Sunday on KVOI 1030 The Voice with me, Joe Dreyfus, and The Visit.
You better kiss me. You're gonna miss me when
The Desert Garden Show.
I'm still getting people out there that just don't believe that plants in pots need water every day. I have people all the time ask me about, can we get it back from the dead? So we do that with Jesus and Lazarus, and that's it. If they're dead, they're dead. It's like the dead parrot thing on Monty Python.
It's still dead. Now it's resting.
The Desert Garden Show. Expert Talk Saturday morning at 7 and Sunday afternoon at 3 on AM 1030 KVOI. The Voice.
Hi, this is Doug Martin. I'm with certified financial planner professional Mark Silverman of Silverman & Associates. Mark, what's the difference between you and the big banks and brokerage firms?
They have an agenda, and that's to make themselves more money. They do this by steering you into their own products. My agenda is to make you more money, and I do this by being 100% independent. I don't answer to a sales manager, only to my clients. I always do what's in your best interest. I've helped people get financial peace of mind for over 20 years here in Tucson, and I'd like to help you. Go to savingwithsilverman.com.
Mike Swanson, your computer guru, is just a click away. Listen and watch at gurushow.com. This is the Computer Guru Show.
Welcome back to the Computer Guru Show. There's something that I have to bring up here, and we're probably not going to get to a whole lot of content here for the rest of the show here, because, one, we're out of time, but there is some people that are really, that I really have to thank right now, as far as the biggest one being my dad. All right, my father decided to come in here and help us in a huge way, like helped designed and built all the workbenches in here, and just really made things very possible for today to happen. And so, Dad, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And of course, I exist because I have parents, so I thank them for that as well. Also, all of the staff at Computer Guru who have worked extra hard over the last couple of months to make sure that we can make this happen. This has been in play since February, and it's finally coming together, and I'm very, very proud of everybody that works for me and really goes above and beyond to make sure that you, as a client, are treated well and appropriately. Also, I want to thank Mara Concordia from Peaceful Spirit Massage, who has done a lot of work to help make sure that are helping us with some marketing stuff and just being generally available to help out. So thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mara.
You're welcome.
And you have an opportunity to talk about yourself for just a minute. So talk about Peaceful Spirit and what they do.
Well, Peaceful Spirit is a wellness center that does massage therapy, acupuncture, chiropractic care. We basically help people try to stay sane with their health, be better people walking around the planet. We have a very high-tech office, and so I'm really grateful for you keeping us high-tech and functioning. You wouldn't have music in the massage rooms if it wasn't for Arizona Computer Guru, as an example.
Thank you very much. Now, we only have about a minute left here, so I want to mention the specials. If you come down here today, you get 75% off on any cleanups or virus removals, so $50. Virus removals and cleanups are $50. Also, GPS is on sale, $19.95 a month rather than $29.95 a month. So come down here, ask about any of the services that we have. We are here to help you today. That's awesome. Also, thanks to Perfection Auto Works for sponsoring the show, as well as our Patreon sponsor,
Desert Pro Commercial Cleaning LLC. Go to TucsonDesertPro.com or call 520-313-2776.
Thank you very much for being a part of our lives, and then we hope that we can help you as being a part of yours. Come see us. We're at Broadway and Harrison today until 2 o'clock. We'll see you here.